Hi everyone, this is Bookies Can Lose with another correct score trading video. Today I would like to show you and explain basics of Betfair trading and the basics of trading the correct score market. So this is the Betfair web page opened. So let's open a game. It's 7th of June today. There are, at this point of the year, there are only some Scandinavian leagues playing. So let's see, it's Swedish Allsvenskan. Okay. This one, Malmö against Djurgården. So you can easily find a game you're interested in by just typing the name of the team in the search text box. So this is the game. There are several markets you can play, you can bet on, but let's concentrate on the king of the markets, which is the correct score market. As you can see, this is the correct score market. There are many options here. You can see, if you are new to trading, it doesn't yet mean anything to you. There are some numbers here, blue, and some numbers pink. So I'll explain what it means in a second. So basically what you're trying to do here is you're trying to predict the score that the game will end in. It's if you tried that already, you know that it's very, very difficult actually to predict the correct score of the game. But in this market, you can select few of the outcomes, not only one, and try to increase your chances of making profit. So on the left you can see all the possibilities, all the scores from 0-0 to 3-3, and also 3 other selections: any other home win, any other away win, and any other draw. It basically means that, you know, if any team scores 4 goals, then these 3 selections come into play. Now the blue part here is a back selection. So you basically place a bet for the price offered here. This is the best price offered currently on the market for a particular score. So this is just a, you know, standard placing a bet, standard bet. So you can, for example, if you think this game will end in 2-1 to Malmö, you can click on the best priced offered, which is 9.4, and if you place, for example, 10 euros on that, I haven't yet placed my bet, and you can see a what-if scenario. So obviously you will lose your 10 euros if the game ends in any other score, but if it ends 2-1, you will receive, you will win 78.54. This number that is presented here, it already takes into consideration the commission. Because as you can see, the profit would be 84 normally without commission, but with the commission it will be 78.54. Now you can select any other score, so you can go 1, 2 for example as well. The price is very high, so 21. So if you go, for example, €2 for that, you will see that your total liability is €12. So obviously you will lose €12 if the game ends in any other score than 1-2 and 2-1. If it ends 1-2, you will win 28 euros 05. If it ends 2-1, it's 76.67 now. So this is back bets, and normally when I trade the correct score market, I try to select 3 to 5 target scores. Now the other side of the table of this market is a lay part. So what you do here is you are actually in a bookmaker role. You accept a bet that someone is offering. So for example, for 0-0 here, you can see 19. So somebody is asking for 19. So someone wants to place their money and will accept a bet on 0-0 at the price of 19. So you can be a bookmaker. So if you think this game will not end 0-0, you can accept that bet. You can accept that bet, and if the game ends in all other scores than 0-0, you will win. But you need to remember that in order to win €10, your liability will be 180. €10 actually 9.35 if you take the commission into account. So you can see on the market that if the game ends 0-0, you will lose £180. If essentially one goal is scored, then you will win 9.35. This is because if it's easy to understand. Someone placed a €10 bet at the odds of 19 that you accepted. So if that person loses his bet, you win 10. But if they win, you need to pay them 180. So the calculations here are slightly different than in the back bet. You can go here. If you click on the liability, you can type your maximum liability, right? So you can, if you want to, so for example, if you want to offer 100 euros for that, you can see that the stake was automatically calculated, right? So you will win 5. So you're risking, in this bet, you're risking 100 euros to win 5.18. Not something I would really recommend. So this is so these are lay bets. You can of course place multiple lay bets, as I did with the back bet. If you do that what if scenario, you will have they automatically all the market calculates automatically, so we can see what you will win and how much you will lose, depending on the final score. So what is trading? So trading, and I would probably need another video to explain what trading is in details. But if you take FX trading on exchanges, you basically buy a currency and sell the currency. You're doing these operations in order to ensure yourself a profit. Here on Betfair, it's very similar. So basically, you back selections, you lay selections for proper prices in order to ensure yourself a profit. This is possible because the odds offered will of course change throughout the game, right? So you can get 17.5 currently for 0-0, but of course if a goal is scored, this price will go to infinity, and infinity means 1000 actually on Betfair, and that will mean the other prices will drop because it's more likely the game will end on the other scores. So let me give you an example. So if before the game I would say that this one will end 1-0 and the price offered is 9.4, and I would go 10 euros for that. So I went with 1-1, but that's fine. So 1-1, 9.4, so it's 78.54. But then if it's 60th minute of the game and it's 1-0 or 0-1, and the market expects another goal, an equalizer, the price for 1-1 will definitely be much lower. So if you are able to lay at the lower price, much lower, let's say the price drops to 2. When you look at the market, you have a free bet, basically. So you will not lose any money, whatever the outcome is, and you will win 69.19 if it's 1-1. You can, of course, go like this, 30 at the odds 2. You are ensuring yourself 18.70 profit no matter what, and at 50.49 at 1-1 you can of course level that more if you go 50. So it's so this way you have a profit ensured no matter what happens in the game. So if you back 1-1 and 9-4, and if you are only able to lay it at 2, you can ensure a 37.40 profit, or 39.79 if it's 1-1. So this example, this is the the back lay example only on one score. If you add more scores, more back bets, more lay bets, and operate on 3 to 5 scores, you can ensure a profit overall, and this is trading basically. you need to make proper decisions that will ensure you will end your trade with a green. Okay. So what I would normally do is this is first of all this is our website. So this is our bookiescanlose.com website where we offer football tips and correct score trading selections. If you haven't yet visited us, please do so. You can follow us on Twitter. This is our main medium of communication. You can see that we currently have 1,207 and 7 followers. So please get in touch. And what we are currently testing are the following strategies. There are 3 of them available, the correct score trading strategies. We have the high score strategy, the low score strategy, and the strong favorite strategy. So our strategies, let me concentrate on the first 2 because these are our main strategies. So as you can see, our starting point always is to select 3 or 5 target scores, and also a very important second point is to place an insurance bet. We are taking into account the fact that every football game can go not in line with your plan, not to the plan that you expected. So really, any game starts 0-0, and any game can end 0-0. That there is never something. The goals are never certainty. You cannot be sure that there will be goals. So our high scores strategy assumes there will be goals and that both teams will score. So we normally bet either 1-3, 2-2, and 3-1, or 2-3 and 3-2 as as 2 additional selections. But we also lay the over 1.5 match goals market. This is an insurance bet. The odds for that are very low, and we are covering our liability on the 3 low scores: 0-0, 1-0, and 0-1. So let me give you an example. This Swedish game, you can see that the price offered for over 2.5 goals is 171. So bookies expect this to go over 2.5 goals, and also bookies expect both teams to score. You can see that they are paying less money for that selection. Because any game can end 0-0, 0-1, it's likely that the team will cancel each other out. It's reasonable, in my opinion, to place insurance bets, and for me the insurance bet would be the over 1.5 goals lay bet. So as you can see, I could ask for 125, and if for example my total liability on correct score market is 10 euros, I could get that back. So I could get that back risking only 267. 267. So for me, in order to risk, I mean, I'm risking additional 267 euros. But if this game goes, not in line with my plan, there are no goals or one goal, I will get my stake back, which is reasonable. So what I would normally do in this game is, let's say I want to back this, go with this strategy and back 3 scores: 1-3, 2-2, 3-1. So what I would do is, and these are the prices, right? These are the prices. So what I would normally do, I would take my stake, and let's say I want to stake 10 euros in total. So I need to split it between these 3 target scores. What I do is I go to here to this website, to the Dutching calculator. It's very helpful. You can say that you want to stake 10 euros or pounds, that doesn't matter, in total, and you just enter the odds here. So if we have 65, 19, 14, it's 65, 19 and 14. You can see that you will need to stake 1.10 on the 65, 3.77 on 19, and 5.12 on 14. Then your total stake will be 10, and it ensures that the profit is the same. So 61.71, 61.71 on all 3 selections. So you have the same profit no matter what. So as you can see, we are targeting at 61 is our maximal profit minus commission, 61. So isn't it worth it to go to the over under 1.5 goals market and add 2 euros? So reduce that potential profit by 2 euros, only to ensure that you will have your stake back when there are no goals or one goal. I think it's worth it, because whether you win 59 or 57 or 55, it doesn't really matter. But your position, your starting position is much better. Okay, so that would be our starting point. So we would have 61 euros or pounds profit on each of the target score, and minus 10. Let me try to present that to you. If I go with 100 stake, you will have 1103. Let me just 1103. 37.74, and for the 14th you will have 51 to 22. Okay, yeah, so it's 99.99 actually. You can see that these amounts are the closest to each other you can get. So it's 576.85, 576.96, and 576.97. So 500 euros profit on these 3 scores, and of course your total liability on other scores. Okay. Now, so this is our starting point, but it's a football game, so anything can happen. Our strategy assumes that there will be actions that we will need to take at halftime. This is the table with the suggested actions. So they depend on the halftime score, and what we should do. Basically, in trading, you need to think at least 2 goals ahead. That's the rule. So, for example, if it's 0-0 at half time, you know that you have that score covered with your over 1.5 match goals lay, but thinking ahead by 2 goals, the suggested action would be to back 2-0, 0-2 or 1-1, or at least 2 of them. You know, if you look at the stats, the halftime statistics, if one team is dominating, then perhaps you want to you might want to back only 2-0 and 1-1 for some stake, you know, just to cover yourself if 2 goals are scored and you are not prepared for that. The same for the other score. So if you are interested in that, in the details of that, go to our website and have a look. Also, the low score strategy is very similar. I mean, it assumes that a bit lower number of goals will be scored. So you assume the game will end around 1-1, 2-1, or 1-2. So you back 3 scores, 1-2 to 1-2-2, and you back 1-1 just for scratch. And also, as an insurance, you lay under 3.5 match goals. So if you know, we are expecting low number of goals, and that there's a festival of goals, then we want to be covered. And also the table shows what you can do, what you should consider at halftime, depending on the score. It does not mean that, you know, throughout the game you should do nothing. So you know, you stay and watch until halftime and you do nothing. You know, you need to keep your eye on the score, and if some, you know, crazy things are going on, red cards, etc., it's never, you know, recommended to wait until halftime. Most probably some decisions should be made in that case in the first half in the game. But it's, you know, every match is different, so it depends. It depends. As I was saying, everything, all the trading is based on decisions and on making proper decisions, and etc. So one additional thing is that I will always recommend these lay bets. They are very cheap. They can help you in your starting position. And one additional thing to be considered is to lay a late goal. When I did my analysis some time back throughout all the major European leagues, I noticed that the majority of goals are scored in the last 15 minutes of the game, in the last minutes. There are many reasons for that. So this video is not about that, but this is again a chance to boost your profit. So, for example, let's say that you know, you expected the game to end 2-1. It's 2-1, and it's 85th minute of the game. So the price would be around. So let's say you backed it at 9.4 for £10 before the game, so it's 78. And yeah, and okay, you are lucky. It's 2-1. It's 2-1, and the price is around 1.3, 1.4. What you should do, really, because in this position, if you do not have other higher scores covered, especially if you do not have your higher scores covered, a late goal may ruin your trade. And believe me, these late goals are scored very often. So what you should do really is go for a very cheap lay bet. So if the price is around, let's say, 125, you can reduce your red, on the on all the target scores by using just 2.5 euros from your profit. It's really worth doing because you will win 76 instead of 78. It's not that big difference, and you are covering yourself on all the other scores. If you can of course go higher, right? So we can do that. So you are reducing your profit on 2-1, but you are ensuring a profit on all the other scores if that late goal is scored. So laying these at these short prices, 120, 125, 130, can really be helpful, especially if you are sitting on a lot of green. So this is definitely something that I would recommend considering in every trade. So this is it. So this is it, guys. Basically, these are the basics of the training of the trading. I will be recording a video this afternoon on a trade. So please have a look. I will be trading a game tonight, so you will see how this works in action. If you are interested. If you have any questions, feel free to get in touch with me via our website, www.bookiescanlose.com. We are there for you, and I wish you a lot of green in your trades.